So recently I watched the EDP documentary, and this is genuinely one of the most bizarre things I have ever consumed, ever. I found out about this documentary at first while scrolling through reels, and at first I was just bewildered on why they'd make this in the first place. Like, let him be forgotten. Dude, I forgot about EDP. You did too. You watching right here, you forgot, bro. And then I see all these cameos and shit, and it's like, oh my god, this is actually real. So I decided to watch it today, and boy, do I have a couple of thoughts. Like, yo, I won't lie, it's funny as hell. Like, this whole thing, like, bro, there's so many parts. Like, they got, like, f***ing actors and shit for this. But you gotta remember that the people behind this are real, and pedophilia is a f***ing wrong thing. Obviously. Oh my god, obvious. Bro, I wanna say, it's sick how inhumane someone can be, and how little accountability he shows, like, during the whole thing. He genuinely just came on for no reason. He talks like he knows, like, how everyone thinks, and, like, it's genuinely embarrassing, like, how little remorse he shows. But yeah, I wanted to, like, piece this video apart, give my points, my 2 cents, and that's about it, bro. Let's just start. First of all, EDP's not innocent, obviously. He contradicts himself so often and completely doubles down on there being nothing wrong with liking underage girls. He's genuinely just so misogynistic and sexist, and has the audacity to say shit like, you feel me, or you know what I mean? Like, no dude, I don't think anyone understands you, bro. But the documentary starts with him saying that everybody will want to do it with 15 to 16 year olds, and it's just that their thoughts haven't been made public. Yep, I'm not lying, that's how it starts. If that doesn't show you how brain dead this all is, then I don't know what to say, man. Now, I looked into it, and thankfully EDP wasn't paid for any of this, but it also kind of shows that he's just doing this for the love of the game. And then EDP is asked this question, and this is how he responds.
Why do you think you wanted to have sex with a 13?
Well, I mean, the reason why I wanted to have sex with a 13-year-old is already fucking clear.
So that's a pattern you're gonna see here. EDP's just very honest about his thoughts, opinions, no matter how deranged they are.
I don't give a fuck if you're a minor. I don't give a fuck. Oh, well, she's just a girl. You can't be doing that shit. Bitch, you gotta die.
Holy fuck. Oh my god. Okay, so then EDP talks about his childhood and how he always thought that villains were necessary in media, and like, shut up, bro, you are nothing, bro. And then he talks about how no girls liked him growing up, but with how much he talks about beating his shit, you can kind of see why, bro. He's like, yeah, no, Martha led me on, and that's when I realized girls aren't shit. Bro, you aren't shit. Then he talks about how his username is his weight at the time, which was 445 pounds, blah, 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 blah. Let me get to the crazy stuff, man. Alright, so he's talking about how even at the peak of his career, he couldn't get a girlfriend, right? So he says that at that point in time, he'd do anything to get any sort of attention. And you want me to believe that this is genuinely an excuse to talk to a 13-year-old girl? Come on, man. I feel like he doesn't really think about the stuff he says. And then the documentary goes over the cupcake incident, which we all know is when he got caught in a sting operation for meeting up and wanting to have sex with a 13-year-old girl. They interview Alex Rosen, the guy from Predator Posters, and then EDP flaunts the fact that he never went to jail due to Predator Posters' mishandling of the situation, which we know this stuff, but then an attorney states that he could still face prosecution. In fact, this is where it's kind of hinted at that this documentary intends to shed light on this, with EDP confessing to all these crimes.
Definitely a chance that he faces criminal prosecution. I think what he's doing now, by quite frankly doing this documentary, it's just a stupid idea. Okay, so the first picture is his erect penis, and then the second one looks like he has ejaculated.
Now they ask why he hasn't been prosecuted, and then they proceed to bring out Chris Hansen, you know,
the most prolific predator hunter.
Wow, just wow, that's crazy. So yeah, they're running an interview, and then this happens.
Why did you show up that day? Why did you go to that location? What did you think was going to happen?
I showed up at that location that day, trying to, obviously meet up with an underage girl. You know what I mean? And I guess you can say, trying to have sex. I don't know.
You tried to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
For the most part, yeah.
Fuck you mean for the most part? What? Then ironically, EDP says Alex Rosen is going to hell. And it's like, dude, look at your own actions. Look at what you're saying in this fucking documentary. Just listen, bro.
My thoughts on Alex Rosen is I feel like he's a piece of shit. I feel like he should burn in hell and go die, if I'm being completely honest with you. Some fat ass overweight bitch plastering shit on the internet and with people's livelihoods. But you know what though, Mike? It's perfectly fine. It's great because everybody hates a pedophile, right? Okay, cool. So that's perfectly fine. So just, you know, the fact that you're ruining my goddamn life, right? Good, great, fucking wonderful. This world is fucked up, man.
I really wonder if he's ever thought that maybe he deserves this by any chance. I don't know. Just a thought. They go on to explain that he got away again due to Gideon and Skeeter Jean treating the whole thing like a joke. Truly stupid stuff, man. Then the 15-year-old girl makes a bunch of claims, with a lot of them seeming untrue, and it's all a mess, man. I don't even want to get into it. After this, EDP goes on to say that the reason he got away with all this is because of God. I cannot make this shit up, man. It's actually, this is what he says. It's so stupid. He then goes on to comment about his health issues and how if he were to get a liver transplant, he'd need to lose 100 pounds. And his pathetic ass can't even do that, bro. And honestly, his life is just a reflection of himself, man. It isn't much deeper than that. And with that, that concludes me talking about EDP as a person. Kind of, I guess. I'm probably going to mention it later. Now, I get to talk about everything else. Okay, so EDP had a therapist, and he obviously didn't stay there, and he surprisingly has a friend that still supports him, but you can tell he is nothing but an idiot, because he genuinely believes that EDP is innocent. Then, they show EDP's bitch list, which consists of people he hates, and some of these are low-key valid, but then he goes to show his quote-unquote real ones, and it's literally all pedophiles, bro. Like, these are all scum. I don't have anything to say here. They go on to talk about his love life, or the lack thereof, and how he is definitely not gay. And oh my god, he states that he isn't gay like 3 or 4 times. Like, I get it, bro, it doesn't matter, you're still a pred. Like, how can you be homophobic and a predator? Bro, after this, it's revealed that he has a girlfriend, and she seems very ignorant, and I like how she says that EDP she knows wouldn't hurt or sex the kid, and then they cut to EDP talking shit about her. Like, dude, oh my god. Then he reveals he broke up with her, and it's like, you legit cannot do anything right, bro. Like, the one person that actually liked them, he's not able to actually hold a relationship, man, and it's sad, it's sad. Not on EDP, I could care less, he doesn't really deserve love, but it is just sad. They go on to reveal his net worth, and crazy enough, he's in debt, which is insane, because in his prime he had like 2 million subscribers or something. But, you know, it's not really surprising, because it's EDP we're talking about here. And I know I'm a little out of order, but all of this leads to his massive... This dude ordered a pocket pussy, uses AI girlfriends to fantasize about, you guessed it, underage girls, and worst of all, he suggests to other pedos to just use the AI girls to put their pedophilic fantasies to work. Like, this isn't a solution, man. It's beyond sad, and I'm kind of struggling to continue to talk about it. They talk about his poop pictures for a bit, and then EDP says that he isn't a pedophile because of this.
I am not a pedophile because I do not have a sexual attraction to in 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Now, mind you, motherfucker, if you 16 or 17, nigga, and you got your titties bulging the fuck out, a motherfucker might actually whack off to your pictures a few fucking times. These chicks, okay, 15, 16, 17, some 14-year-olds, these girls know exactly what the f they are doing. They know for a fact. And obviously, you know, the guy being older, he's not supposed to be doing all that shit. Whatever, nigga, we get it. For me, it's actually a two-way street. You know, minors are partially fucking blamed. Yeah, nigga, you 33, you fucked up, you're this old-ass guy, you should know better. Cool, get it, perfect, grand, wonderful. So what about the bitch that messaged me first? Oh, that's perfectly fine, I forgot about that.
Now, ignoring the fact that both girls he talked to were below the age he stated, he is still, in fact, talking about underage girls and being attracted to them, making him very much a pedophile. And then he goes on to say that it's the kid's fault as well because they messaged them first. He brushes off the fact that an adult should not be talking to a kid in the first place like that, man. And I kid you not, watching this feels like a joke, but no, EDP is a real person, bro. Like, I genuinely forgot that this dude genuinely thinks like this. It's insane. It's actually insane. But yeah, after that, the documentary asked me if I'm a pedophile, and then shows an anonymous pedophile and how you don't have to follow the path of EDP. Okay, bro, I got it. And yeah, I think that's it. That was such a perplexing video. I can't believe, like, I'm actually talking about this. It's really dumb, but, you know, it's funny enough for me to, like, kind of state. And, wait.
People won't remember
Wait,
him.
what the hell?
What has he done to
Is
be
that
memorable?
Creep by Radiohead?
Pedophiles every day of the week.
Is that f***ing Chris Chan?